basically doing a review of all the different ways that we can spell the long O sound. All right, so you've learned these already, and we are just applying them to some multisyllabic words just as a review. We're going to sort our words by, do we hear the long O sound in the first syllable, or do we hear the long O sound in the second syllable, or is it an oddball? We'll get to oddball at the end. All right, so the easiest way to spell the long O is the one that you learned when you were in first grade, and that is an O, and then some sort of consonant, and then an E. Remember how the magic E is going to jump over and it's going to make that O say its name. So we have a lot of words this week that have this simple pattern that you learned a long time ago. So we have this word, lonesome, lonesome. Now this one actually could be an oddball too, because the first syllable has the long O sound, lonesome. But in our second one, the word some, that's an oddball word because we hear a short but we're going to sort it into here. If you put it in oddball, that'd be fine too. All right. Lonesome means that somebody is feeling, if you are feeling very lonely and like you don't have any friends, then we can say that you are lonesome. All right. Another example of a word with a O consonant E is lonely. All right, lonely is another word that describes that you are feeling like you are all by yourself and you don't have any friends. And we're going to sort those into the first syllable because the long O sound is in the first syllable. Lonesome, lonely. We also have that same pattern in the second syllable. So here's our word explode, has an O consonant E in the second syllable. Suppose. If you suppose something, it means that you're kind of guessing, you're not exactly sure, but you think you know enough to suppose. Or it means you're kind of reluctantly agreeing to something. O consonant E in the second syllable. We've got remote. Remote can mean the thing that we click to turn the TV on. It can also mean very far away. So if your cabin is remote, it means it's not by anything. There's no stores or very many other people. And then our last word, we've got a lot of words this week with O consonant E, is decode. So decode can mean to figure out what a word says. Decode can mean to figure out what a code says. So we've got O consonant E at the end. All right, so now let's think about other ways that we also know how to spell the long O sound. So another way that we know how to spell the long O sound is with O-W. O-W can say ow, but it can also say O. Most of the time when it says O, it's going to be at the end of a word, okay? Like the word low or like the word row. Sometimes OW can be in the middle if it is followed by an L, a D, or an N. Okay, so like the word howl. Oh, no, howl is a ow word. Hold on, I need to think of a different word. I'll have to come back to that. So if it is OW, like we can say, no, I guess, oh shoot.